I can understand that. However, the more people you have involved in trying to do a job, the higher the probability of making a mistake. What do you think about that? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Like if you've got two people driving the same car, it can get confusing. So, the way the system is set up, there's 3 basic stations. By stations, I mean 3 basic points of communication. Clearance delivery, ground control, and tower. Pass it off to departure, which is TRACON. So, I think it would be a valid assumption on your part to think that more people were involved. That makes sense. But if you think about it and try to build such a system, the less people you have involved, the less problems you have. However, if things go bad, you need other people available where you can get them into the situation to help you with it. Does that make sense? And that's one thing we, as pilots, I have to understand. I've got controllers there to help me. I can contact the TRACON if I'm out over Crestview or somewhere coming to Pensacola and something goes wrong. I'm talking to the TRACON, I can tell approach control, hey man, I got this problem. I need some help. And they can get on the phone and make it happen. However, if I don't ask them to get involved, and they get involved without me asking them, that can get me confused as a pilot because I'm trying to fly an airplane and make decisions, and they're making suggestions without my asking, so that can create a problem. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to everybody? What do you think? Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Okay. A couple of small things. In the tower and in the TRACON, when you look at that TV screen up over the radar scope, you know what I'm talking about with scope? Radar scope? Do you? The scope is the green thing with the yellow lines on it. It's got the airplanes on it that they're tracking. That's the radar scope. You know? You buy that? Okay. Over the top of that, they had a TV screen up there. And it had an orange block, and it had a letter in it, a big letter. And I think that letter was R, Romeo. And then under that, there was a yellow block, and it had a letter in it, J. And under that, there was another block that had another letter. Those were the automated, transcribed information service for the airport. The one on top was for Pensacola Airport. The one underneath that was for Sherman Field, which is what's making all the noise over here right now. And the one under that was Whitingfield, which is up north. And that letter told you that that's what we call an ATIS. The ATIS comes out every hour, on the hour. It's published, it's taken at 53 minutes after the hour. And it's 7 minutes before the next hour, and it's published there. So if somebody wants to know what the weather is, all the guy's got to look up, is look up, and why do you think it's in different colors? Why would one be in one color and another one and another one and another one and another? Why is that? Huh? Color code, yes. Why? Why? It's more readily available, and that's an easy way to identify. You know that Pensacola is in orange, Sherman Field's in yellow, and Whiting's in blue. And you just look up there and you see the color, and boom, you can go to it right away. Because when people need that information, they need it quickly. And they need to be understanding. And you may have noticed the writing is in big letters, where you can see it from a distance.
There's a trade house screen in Warrington. There's a trade house screen.
Yeah, go up there and see where that.
Which one is? Those that's not the ATIS.
I think that's it. That's not the one they had in there.
No, not there.
Yeah.
That is one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that is, this particular airport, ONT is Ontario. There's ATIS Alpha, and it tells what the weather is and what is, but it was in much over in the Trey County that we saw yesterday. It's in much larger, and it's just those 3 airports. They got a bunch of them here. There's a lot of them. There's Ontario, Pocono, Riverside, LAX, I don't know what SPD is, but
Palm Springs, I think, KPSP, yeah. Palm
Mhm.
Springs,
so that's the color code. And you're going to see that a lot in your life. The color code brings something out, and you look at it, and it identifies that thing right away. And you know what to look for. You don't have to spend a lot of time figuring out, saying, "Wait a minute, am I on the right? Am I looking at the right thing?" Because it's very important when you're communicating something from one person to another, from a controller to a pilot, or vice versa, you need to get it right. You don't need to screw it up. If the winds are 230 at 5, you don't need to say 320 at 5. That's a problem. So you need to get it right. So those color codes help you do that. The bigger the print, the further away you can see it. And that's important. If you're working a station and your supervisor's behind you helping you because you got things going wrong, you need to get that information out there quickly and accurately, he needs to be able to see everything you can see. And I can assure you, my eyes and obviously my ears are not as good as yours. So, old age has got a lot to do with that. And as we get older, those things get Younger people see better than older people, generally speaking. Okay. What? I don't want to confuse you, and I really emphasized yesterday before we went over there not to distract the controller. And I said it's very important that you be quiet and not distract them. Well, when we got there, they're talking and there's all kind of noise going on and all kind of things happening. You're probably saying, well, why is this old guy telling me this and it doesn't happen or so forth and so on. I planned to have us there at a time when it was not very busy because I wanted you to be able to see things and not distract the controller. And fortunately, I got it right. And it just wasn't very busy. So we had an opportunity to talk to the controllers. We had an opportunity to say things, and they had an opportunity to interact with us and tell us and give us some ideas and some education as to what's going on. So we did that, and that worked out. If we had gotten there and they just launched a bunch of airplanes from Sherman Field and the Sky Warrior training facility was going very heavy and so forth and so on, we would not have had that opportunity. I couldn't pre-plan that. I didn't know that. I do know 12:30 is not a very busy time at that airport. And that's why I picked 12:30. So, I didn't want to mislead you. Do you have any question that you want to ask about what you saw yesterday that we can talk about? Is there anything that I can discuss with you? Are you going to sit there and tell me you don't have any questions about what we did yesterday? I ain't buying that. No way. You've got to have some kind of question. What is it? Tell me. Well, you come up with something or I'm going to start pointing fingers. Okay?
How much do they get paid?
How much do they get paid? An air traffic controller is very well paid, well above average. I don't know what his starting pay is. You may know something about that.
Bill used to always say they start under $100,000 a year. That was a couple of years ago.
A controller that's been there for, let's say, 10 years is probably making $110,000, $115,000, maybe $120,000 a year. I don't know that for a fact. That's my guess. I know that's what they should be getting.
42K, air traffic control specialist, 42K, so how much do you pay? That's just salary difference.
What,
I just typed in air traffic controller salary.
what's the date on that?
You like to live average pay control specialist is $71,000 a year.
Boy, I got that wrong, didn't I?
Just in case you need a simple salary calculator, that works out to be approximately $34 an hour. This is equivalent of $1,372 per week, or $5,000 a month.
So,
Is that pretty? You think that's accurate?
that might be starting, and I'll tell you one thing, a controller working in Atlanta, Chicago, New York is getting paid twice that. And the senior controllers here at Pensacola are well over $100,000. But another thing. I don't want to get out of hand here. When we first started this program 3 or 4 years ago, I don't know when it was, but whatever, it was quite some time ago. I told you, if I say something in this program that's contrary to what your mama says, you believe your mama. If I disagree with her, I don't mean to, but if I should, and you get confused, you go with what your mama says. You follow your mama's directions, not mine. But I want to say a few things. You are beginning your life. There's several things that you must do every day. One of them is you got to eat. Does that make sense? You got to eat food. Do you? You agree? You got to eat food. Where does that food come from? Comes from the store. How does it get to your mouth? Your mother gets it and gets it to you. Another thing you have to do every day is sleep. If you're sleeping on the street, if you're sleeping in a sleeping bag, if you're sleeping in a bed, in a nice cool room with a full stomach, great. Where does that come from? How do you get that room? Sir? Your parents. Yes. What do you do when you leave home and your parents are not there? How are you going to get that food? And how are you going to get that place to sleep? Work. How are you work? What does work mean? What does work mean? What does work mean to you? The way you make an income. So, work means, to expound a little bit on what you just said, you got to convince somebody to give you money, income, for you to do something that benefits them, that they can produce enough money to pay for the tools that you use, get you to the job, and have enough money to pay the rent and the electric bill and buy toilet paper. So you got to get a job from somebody, right? You got to convince them to give you money for you to give them your expertise, your skill, your work. What is your skill? What can you give somebody that's got money to give you, to get him to give you that money? What can you do? Well, I can guarantee you, if you just sit there and look at him, he ain't going to give you no money. That's not the way it works. So what you got to do? What can you do? Come on, man, talk to me.
Work.
What work? Huh?
Work they give you.
So you're going to walk up to a guy and say, hey, I need money. I need for you to give me money to do the work that you give me, so give me some work. and he tells you, he says, okay, there's a computer, it's broke, you fix it. Can you do that? You can't do it now. You're going to have to learn how to do it. Is that true? My point is, you need something of value to give to someone with money to get you your food and your place to sleep. Does that make sense? Well, what's that something going to be? And he's not going to do it generally for 2 or 3 days and then say, okay, I don't need you anymore. Sometimes you get temporary jobs like that. If he knows that he can depend on you and you're going to show up on time, prepared to do the job, whatever it may be, and you know how to do it, and if you have to work with other people, you know how to integrate with them and not sit there and play computer games like Brandon and waste your time and do stupid things. So, you've got to participate with others, and you have to be able to produce an income that is of value to your employer. You know what an employer is? What's an employer? Now, you're the employee. The employer is the guy that employs the employee. What does employee mean? He's the guy that pays. That's the guy you're working for. Okay? Where I'm going here, guys, is you're at a point in your life that you don't have the skills. Your body and your brain has not developed to the point where you can absorb the skills, you can learn the skills quickly, and produce valuable work. You have not reached that stage of your development. In other words, you're not old enough yet. As you grow and as you get older, you pick up a little skill here, a little skill there, and you move on in a little bit and build and build and build and build, and then you usually get to a point to where you can produce good money, you have good skills, and you have value that an employer can use. You can get there quicker and earlier if you apply yourself, if you try to learn those skills earlier and not waste your time playing computer games and not sit around and sleep all day and have good nutrition, have good exercise, and reach a development to where you've got good skills, you've got good physical fitness, and you know what to do. And the more you work at it, like your computer games, you work with your games on your cell phone, the more you work on them, the better you get, right? Is that right? Yeah. The more you work on the simulators, the better you get. Well, but that's fun. It's bright colors, it's moving, you're controlling it. That's fun. You want to do that. And then if I ask you to sit down and take notes and explain to me why a boat floats, you're going to say, I'd rather play computer games. Well, sure you have. But is playing computer games or developing the skill is to learn why a boat floats going to produce income, or the computer game going to produce income. You're going to have income somewhere down the road. And the only way you're going to get that is to learn things. And you're going to have to learn what? That's where the rub comes in. What is important to you? You and you and you. Things that are important to you may not be important to your brother. Things that are important to Brandon may not be important to you. You're different people. But you ain't stupid. You're smart, intelligent people. You can think. You can walk, talk, and chew gum all at the same time. You can think. Sometimes you get in a situation with people you associate with, and sometimes you get in a situation playing these stupid, idiotic, worthless computer games that make you feel like you cannot do anything else. That's wrong. You can. You can do other things. You are not stupid. Your brain goes 5 times faster than mine. You can function much more efficiently than I can. You are smart. You just don't know it. Apply it. While you are applying your level of intelligence, you're going to make mistakes. And other people are going to look at you and say, "Ah, you did something stupid," and you're going to feel bad, and you're going to say, "Well, I'm not going to do that again. I don't want people to call me stupid." So you stop doing that. Well, if somebody calls you stupid, does that turn your hair green? Huh? Does it break your arm? Does it make you throw up? So what? So they call you stupid. It's not very comfortable. You don't like it. You don't want it. But you got to live with it, man. When you do things, you're going to do something dumb down the line. The more things you do, the more dumb things you're going to do. But you learn. You learn by doing dumb things or making mistakes. You learn. Boy, did I screw that up. Yep, you did. Ha ha ha. Let's go. Get on with it. Move on. When you hear someone tell you on that stupid computer game cell phone that you're dumb or you can't do anything, or you read something that someone has written that somebody did this or one of your friends did that and that's bad and ha 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 and you're a bad person, people are going to do that. So what? Look in the mirror and see if your hair just turned green. If it did, pay attention. If it didn't, forget it. Mark it off your calendar and move on. And that's hard to do. Nobody wants to be classified as stupid. That's hard to do. But the only way you're going to learn is to do something stupid and be classified as stupid for a very few seconds and move on. That's the way it is. You get in groups. You don't want to talk loud. You don't want to say things that you think somebody's going to laugh at you. You don't want to do. Why not? How else are you going to learn? If you're in the classroom room with 15 people and you say something and they all laugh, well, I screwed that up. However, look guys, I think this is the way it worked. And they say, well, no, that's not the way it works. Okay, Mr. Smarty, explain to me how it does work. I'd like to learn. Explain to me. Why are you laughing at me? What's wrong with my thought process? I'd like to fix it. Help me. Okay. I feel very strongly about that. Those are the problems I had when I was your age. I had to move through that stuff. I grew up in the cotton fields in North Alabama. And boy, did I do some stupid stuff. Man, I'm telling you, I did some stupid stuff. But I learned. And it's important to me if I can give you a little bit of a heads up to figure out what you do wrong, and you're going to get laughed at, and how to react when they laugh at you. I think I can help you make it to a higher position. Now, I want to get back to the job thing. I'm getting carried away here. I know I sound like a preacher, but I'm sorry. You're just going to add to this. You're not going to get a job some guy out in front of the liquor store shucking and driving. I can guarantee you that. That's not going to get you a job. You're going to have to impress someone with your ability that needs a worker, and you can work and you can do the work that that person needs to get done, and you can learn from it, and you can do it better and better today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. You can get better and better. And that person, probably 1 out of 5 of those people are going to look at you and say, wow, this guy's got potential. Potential. What does potential mean? Talk to me. Talk to me. Don't just sit there and look at me. Talk to me. You could do something that achieves the objective that somebody's looking for. Yes, that's what it means. And if someone looks at you and says, this guy's got potential, that means he looks at you, he sees value in what you have, and he can say, all right, I'm going to bring this guy on, I'm going to pay him a small wage, not a good one, but a small wage. I'm going to pay him some money, not a lot, and let him demonstrate his ability to achieve that potential. And you can learn something, and you can move on, and the next day get better, and the next day get better, and the next thing you know, a month later, you're a lot better. And down the road, 5 months, 6 months, that wage can get bigger. If you're going to impress someone, you're going to have to approach that person, and you're going to have to communicate with that person. And I can assure you, if you want somebody to help you get your food and your bed, you ain't going to walk up to him with your britches hanging down past your butt and say, hey bro, I need a mobile job. Give me some money. That ain't going to work. That's not the way it works. Those are not the kind of people that have money to give you to learn. You're going to have to present yourself professionally. That means clean. That means ready to go to work. That means with something to write with. And something to write on before you even walk in the door. And when that person starts talking to you, you break it out and you take notes. And you tell them loudly where they can hear you, even if they got hearing as bad as mine, and you speak to them, you look in their eyeballs, and you tell them, I can't drive a truck, but I can dig a ditch from this plumbing connection to that one, and I can do it professionally. I'll be here on time. I'll make sure I take care of the shovel that you supply me, and I'll get that ditch exactly the way you want it. And if you've got something else you can do, if you learn along the way how to do something, explain that. I can wash dishes. My mama had me washing dishes, and I can do it, and I can do it well. And I don't burn my hands. I'm not going to have to go to the hospital, but I can wash these dishes. I can sweep this floor. I can do these things, and I can do them well. If you know how to drive, or if you know how to read a print, if you know something about mechanical drawing, if you know something about a computer, how to hook it up, how to make it work, tell them, I can do this. And if you learn these things, and you look the person in the eye, and you tell him, I can do this. And you stand there, and you stand up for what you think. And I'll guarantee you, the first 4 people you talk to will turn you down. They'll say, no, sorry, can't use you. You're too young, you're too dumb, you're too stupid, you're not qualified, something's wrong. Okay, thank you very much, I appreciate it. If you should change your mind, give me a call. And go to the next one. All right. Most people don't learn this lesson until they're in their mid-20s. You are not even close to that. If you can learn this lesson soon, you'll be way ahead of the game. Way ahead of the game. Aviation has every profession there is. Not only flying airplanes, not only being a controller, you could be a mechanic, record keeper. Everything that's done to an airplane must be recorded. And it must comply with a specific regulation. So where is that regulation kept? What if that regulation changes? How do you get to the wording of that regulation? If you know those skills and you understand how to navigate that atmosphere, you have value. If you, in accounting, aviation costs are astronomical. you think what is the most outlandish, outrageous price in the world to do something in aviation and triple it, you'd probably get it right. So, there's opportunity in accounting. There's opportunity in how to manage a computer. That means somebody's got to buy the computer, and somebody has to put it somewhere. So that means somebody's got to take care of all of that. Everything in this room was put here by Mr. Navarro. He understands all this stuff. I don't know how to make that thing do what it's supposed to do. I can fly it. If you give me an airplane, I can get that sucker wherever you want it to go. But how to make that machine do what it does when it goes all gibberish and everything, I don't know that. You do. You do. I don't. And quite frankly, I don't want to know. That's a skill that you've got. You could build on that skill. But aviation has got every skill known to man. And if you want to get involved in that, do it. And don't think you can't. Don't let anybody tell you you cannot do something. You do it. When you screw it up, somebody's going to say, "Papa, boy, that was stupid." Yep, sure was. But I learned something. I ain't gonna do that again. Okay, move on. All right, that's enough. I got to shut up. You're about to go to sleep. Does anybody have any questions about anything we saw yesterday? All right. If you want to go back over there and you want to see something else, I got the number. I got that lady's number. I can give it to you. And you can call her and tell her that you were on a tower tour with me and you would like to come over and you would like to see another one. And she will respond and she will say to you, "Okay, what's a good day for you?" And you tell her. And you get somebody to take you over there, and you go over there and you do what you plan to do. You can do that. I don't have to do it for you. You can do it. You ain't stupid. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, show that interest. And people will respond. You might want to take your mom over there. Your grandma went. I think she enjoyed it. Looked to me like she did. You can do those things. No question. Okay. When we first got there, I had to go back and get Miss Katie. She came out. I asked if I needed to sign in, and I did. I had to sign in. Why do you think I had to sign in? What do you think? Absolutely. Security. It's security. What if my name was Mohammed Abdul? That doesn't mean I'm a bad guy, but it could mean I'm a bad guy. So, they don't want somebody going there and blowing the place up. They don't want somebody that doesn't have some means of identification, that hasn't been through some kind of security to go in there and be standing around with a hand grenade in their back pocket. That is a an important transportation facility, it has to have security. And they have to make sure that it's safe. While some guy's trying to land an airplane in bad weather or something like that, and you decide to blow the place up, that could create a lot of problems. So they gotta have security. That's another job in aviation, security. You wanna be a security person, you're inclined to do those things, and you can do them well. Mr. Bill was good at that. That's another job you can get. There's something that you can do. There's stuff out there that you can do that you could be interested in if you look for it and get your head out of these computer games. It works. And being an expert at computer games is not going to make you one thin dime. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get paid for being an expert at computer games. If you can write them and plan them and produce them, oh boy, you can do well. But you got to learn how to do all this. Okay. Why is the tower high? In other words, why is it elevated? What is it, 4 stories? Something like that. Why is it that way? Huh? I didn't hear exactly what you said, but I think you said you can see the whole airport. Yes, that's exactly why. You have a commanding view from high up, and you can see what's going on. If the visibility allows you. What if it's a driving rain or a snowstorm? Probably can't see very well. If the weather's good, visibility's good, okay. We call that visual flight movement, VFR. If the weather's bad, if it's foggy or it's dark at night and you can't see very well, now we're getting into a bad visibility situation. Now the technology comes in. When I say technology, what does that mean? What does technology mean? Technology is things that help you do things that the environment, your surroundings, will not generally allow you to do. Like a GPS. GPS will tell you where you are and where you're going, and draw a line. How do you get to the airport? You plug in a GPS coordinate and you follow the line. That's technology. If you're just going VFR, well, I'm going to go out here, I'm going to turn left, I'm going to go up there and turn right, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait a minute, how does that work? So, technology is a big deal. If you can manage the technology or make technology better, you can really do things. Rather than eat McDonald's every day, you can eat steak every day. Because you're going to make some more money. You're going to have value. Somebody's going to pay you money to do that. So that's up to you. All right, I'm going to shut up. Now, I'm going to leave with this thought. I'm going to go outside, run around a little bit, wake up. I'll put you pretty much to sleep. And you going to get some food?
Yeah, I'm fixing to head out.
All right. And Mr. Navarro's gonna get us some food, we're gonna come back here and then have that, go from there. And I want you to, guys, you gotta think a little bit ahead. You lay in bed in the morning, you get out of bed and you say, okay, what am I gonna do today? You gotta figure out what you're gonna do, you gotta get ready to do it, you got a plan, what are you gonna wear, you gotta get some food, you gotta make sure everything's ready and go get it. There's things you have to do. So, same way, what can you learn? Whatever you associate with, whatever you see, if you think about it and ask questions and think about it, you're going to learn something. So maybe what you're going to learn, I don't know, maybe you won't learn this earth-shattering, marvelous stuff every minute of every day, but you'll pick up something, you'll learn something. If you learn something, like climbing up those steps, don't miss a step, because you miss a step, you're going to bump your hinge, or you're going to bump your shin, you bump your shin, you're going to bleed, you get blood all over my stuff out there, and I'm going to yell at you. So, you gotta think about what you're doing. Pick up something. Learn something. Think about it. Why does that work? But above all, you learn from your mistakes. And just because somebody laughs at you doesn't mean you're bad. That means they are bad. You just figure out why, and if it bothers you, ask them. So what? Okay, I didn't know this. You think I should have known that. I didn't. I don't understand it. Educate me. Tell me, why should I have known this? What are we talking about? And of course, what they're going to say is, well, you should know this. And they're going to get out of there because you put them on the spot. You ever done that before? Have you ever done that? When somebody laughs at you, have you ever said, why are you laughing at me? I don't understand. What's the deal? Well, you wear glasses. You're ugly. You just figured that out? Wow. Okay, question. All right, go burn off some steam. Get out of there. All right, fine, good job, thank you. Okay. You want to get everybody in the...
I'm going to take one at a time, take off names, next.
Okay. Is there anything we need to discuss about the simulator? And how it works, what you need to do with it, how you control it, or anything like that? And are you having any problems with it? Is it, I don't know, we're having some problems sometimes getting off the ground. And then getting back on the ground gently. Some of you are getting it on the ground a little bit harder than others. And that's creating something of a problem. Okay. Everybody understand? All right, Mr. Navarro is going to get you, each of you in there one at a time on the big simulator and all of that. Rest of you, I don't know if you want to get in pairs and get on a sim, pick your sim, pick your pair. If you want to go by yourself, that's fine too, however you want to do it. There's the sim. Who you want first, Carl?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, you go first. Go ahead. Rest of you, have at it.
All right, man, go ahead and get in there.
No upside down landings.
I was fine, so.
You don't crash the sim.
You can throw that up. Where are we going? I was one man, right?
You should sit right by her. You know, if you look at the lid, it's how you feel that.
Gosh, just think, guys, we're gonna be in these donuts in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's it.
How to work that thing? Yeah. License work? Oh. Ooh, you just got one of them came back. Yeah.
The cockpit, behind it. Which way to go? Right there? Okay, so let's see. Hold on. Keep forgetting. Get a grip on this stuff. Center. That center? That center? Sure? Okay. It's all you, man. Foot pedals? There you go. You can go maneuver whichever way you have to. There you go. Huh? That's for valid. It's going cool. One side. Unless you put the autopilot on. It's black. There you go. Remember, push forward.
Good job. Good job.
Got it?
Good job.
Moving.
All right, man.
It's on you.
Good job. Okay, raise your flap.
All right, man. See you, Grandma.
You see them. I didn't know if they're going or not.
It's right
Huh?
Okay. Will you raise this up?
Oh, okay.
Other way, other way.
Good man, one
Come
more.
on. Come on.
You all right, Cam?
A little more. Fine. You're on the sheet flap. Flap it all the way down. Hit the flap button. Now. There you go. Okay. Raise them up to the right there. Okay, now they're in a takeoff. Okay? Boy. Boy. All right, fly. Fly. Down. Good job. What happened to you? Oh. Huh? What? All by itself. Oh. Oh, shit. That man?
All right, Brendan. Come on, man. Okay.
Line 108. Line 50 feet. Line 25 feet. Line 10 feet.
What's up?
Big grass. I'm waiting for it.
You had to wait on it or what?
Yeah, wait.
Huh? Well,
In the cockpit, Jeremiah? In the cockpit?
It's raining. It's a storm. But it's in the middle of nowhere. It's like grass.
Talking to you, she'll make you nervous. Let you on the thing. You
And he had this storm. He had a baby in a place. And it came I tried to run from that, so they did the whole thing. So it's
See, man, we got another plan.
perfect.
Yeah, I had two big plans. Third one wasn't so perfect.
Yeah,
I'm on.
the road used to have these right there.
Like 300 feet. Oh, still on. So, well, where's the one way? 500 feet. Like 500 feet. Like 400 feet. Like 500 feet. Like 500 feet.
You put them down.
You scared the life out of me. You scared the life out of me. This time. See, I'm always tired of that. I call it next. Did he crash?
No.
Should I practice that stolen thing? How about if I can do it stolen?
All right, Isaiah, okay, that's all right, stay there. Okay. Want to take it on?
I call it next. This looks out. No, you can stop. You can stop. You can stop. He's freaking messing with my control. No, it's not me. It's how do I? Why is that on? You can freaking control. How do I change my direction? My
Is he behind him? Is he center in the cockpit? Hit W on the keyboard. What's your mind?
Hey, we can hold it down.
Oh,
Hey, starting up.
there you go.
So I need to go take off. You got it.
Shut up. Not better. Oh, shoot, it's a tree.
I was in space.
Alright, God, this is a real life thing.
Where did you get to space?
Shut up.
yard and
The
there.
rest of it's
Everything was pretty hard on these.
so good in the back right there. Yeah, we all good.
One transmission.
We all good. We're still not getting to we're still at 3,000. Yeah, we're breaking it down there. How hard are you? Hard. In fact, I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
That would be that's good. It's gotta be higher. Alright, I'm gonna practice the Alright, I'm gonna practice the storm. So I'm gonna practice the storm. Then Rory, come here. Come here, then come here. Alright, here we go. Alright. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I saved myself. I'm better. I saved myself.
Got it on pause. You want it off? know, we might just set up something. You could call me, grab boys, go out next weekend. Do it by there.
9 minutes away from where I live. So, yeah, like, wait till what, 3 o'clock?
Yes,
I'm working on,
you had it ready right now.
Now,
No, I didn't. I was trying to check that. Alrighty. Take off. It's alright.
Stall warning on this boy, and power. That's it, get the nose down, get your smear speed. That's it, keep that nose down a little bit, get your smear speed.
Kobe, you gotta turn down the speed. Then you get harder. Like that. You actually landed it on grass. You need to touch the ground. Go too fast. Is that flaps? I just got to wait for the speed limit.
they came in, I'm playing mode.
That's not the first time I heard that.
I go, yeah, it's like, no, just keep going to that line. It's about, it's right. You got 2,000.
I told you to try to slow down.
You got 2,000.
Too far away.
You're 2,000 feet.
You know, that's a $15 million airplane.
You owe somebody $15 million.
Gonna take it out of your pay next week.
There you go. Now you're starting to open up.
Oh, what you did, you probably off the pillar at this point, you don't even know.
That's what he did.
Yeah, lost his whole pillar.
You're too high.
Right? What are we looking at? Yeah.
There it is. Start your banking. By the time you come around, there it's gonna be right there, sir. Like I said, your young brother did good, man, so, Jeremiah only had 3 times. And you can go to that.
On runway 35, flaps.
Oh, Lord. We-
I don't know, bro. They came on, yeah, you got, do the runway, right? Start right there. Go to the left, go to the left. Let go.
don't think it's doing right?
No, I've been doing
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, land one more time, man. You all right, Cayman? All right. Land it one more time, man. All right, man. You working in rudder pedals. You working in pedals better than all the big boys, man. Good job. Stop it. Make sure it stops. Good job. Cameron, you can use the trim like you're doing the one in here, the trim if you want to, and the flaps and all that. It's the same thing. You look like you drive the Cadillac, man. So smooth. I think your flaps are down. Probably want to put your flaps up. Oh, hey, my bus, you got it. All right, do me proud, man. I want to see you land this thing on 2 wheels and bring it down on that front wheel when you land. You've been here how many years? 20 years? How many years you been here, son? I showed my wife the video when you first came here. You're a little kid. She's like, "That's him?" Yep, that's him. That's when you had, I think your hair was black and straight.
No, it was just short and brown.
Huh?
It was just short and brown.
Was it brown? That could, yeah. Yeah, that's when you, Jeremiah, and I think it was Jeremiah's cousin, that girl. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Yeah. of that scenery.
200 feet. By 100 feet.
Okay, I'm loving that VR.
By 50 feet. Keep left. Keep left. South. By 25 feet. By 10 feet.
You in the cockpit, Jeremiah? Is he in the cockpit? You landing on this one? You landing on that one? Or the other one? Okay, man, make it snappy. I gotta get 1, 2, 3 more. Well, the water looks good. Look this way, man. Smile. I gotta get you guys each year. Looking good, looking good. That water looks beautiful. When your mother worked at the airport where we went yesterday, what did she do over there? You remember?
She was the front desk lady.
Oh, okay.
She did like scheduling for refilling and all that.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
My sister works over there now too.
Huh?
My sister works over there now too.
Oh, yeah? Perfect. Looks, man, perfect. I like that turn. So why didn't you keep up the flight training when you was younger? Was it money or you just lost interest or what? It's like it costs nowadays.
Those are my grades.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you.
I got the book now though.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, unless your mother and dad have some connections, flight training is gone up. When you guys first came here, it was probably.
I lost the airport.
Keep turning. It's over there somewhere. You should be able to turn into it, unless that's it straight ahead. That doesn't work. You got to use the mouse. I think that's it straight ahead. That's it. You can see it. Straight in and bank left. If I use the mouse, it'll disengage the the yoke. As soon as I put it on the 750, once I take the mouse off, it reconnects. That's what Jeremiah was doing. He really surprised me. He was using those rudder pedals. All right, man. Well, I want to see a two-wheeler. Land on them back two wheels and bring it down. Of course, you're coming in at 110 knots. That's kind of fast. Wow, you saved it. You got it on the two. All right, man, hit them brakes. Keep it dead center runway. Next person's coming in. Good job, man. All right, get on out of here. All right, Isaiah. Okay, that's all right. You can stay there. Okay. Go and take it on up, man. Take her on up and land it. So far, everybody's been good. I haven't had to reset this.
Why is it bouncing?
Pull up a little bit. Just pull up. There you go. Don't forget about your trim wheel. You can use that.
Yeah, I'm using it right now.
Is he behind the? Is he center of the cockpit? Hit W on the keyboard.
That's the power. Okay. Forward. Okay.
All right, man. Pick a runway and get it on down.
Alright.
I gotta get Cayman and Professor. Yeah, that's it. Your little brother's getting good, Jeremiah.
He said he landed 3 times.
Yeah, and he's using the rudder pedals. His runway's a little unorthodox, but he got it down. And when he found out he wasn't center, he pushed those rudder pedals. So he's a bright young man. How old is he again?
10.
Yeah, you got some good parents, man. They do a good job with you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you are a good influence on your brothers.
Thank you.
You really are. I remember you were the first one that came here.
It was me and my cousin.
Yeah, they both, Mariah, I showed the video to my wife yesterday. I said, yeah, they've grown. I said, this is them when they first came here. She was like, wow.
Don't you post the videos like on YouTube channel?
Huh?
Don't you post the videos on a YouTube channel?
I thought you guys knew that.
Yeah, but I was trying to find it, but I couldn't remember the name.
I'll write it down for you. Just remind me when we're done. Yeah, it's Navigator Jack.
Navigator Jack.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Oh, I didn't know it was gonna take off. You good?
I got you guys on there. I got my race car videos on there and stuff, and simulator stuff. The one in my house. Yeah, the flights on there.
How many simulators have you?
Huh?
How many simulators have you built?
Just the two. The one in my house and this one. I'm praying to the Lord I get this grant and I get that. I got a motion chair at my house, but I want to have one here by the end of this year if I get this money. I got some grant money to put back into everything, but it's not the money I want. Which one you landing on?
I'm about to land on
You're gonna have to,
land
yeah.
at that one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Can you make that
Let me see. Get the mouse here.
Press the wrong thing.
Oh Lord. Turn the engine on.
Oh, crap. Go on.
Wait, hold on.
I'm good.
Okay. It's back to you. When I put the mouse on there, it disengages the yoke.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering why.
Something I never worked out. It's kind of, it's a software thing. There you are to the left.
What? Yeah, I got it.
Give me another one of those two-wheel landings, man.
Is that it right there?
You should be just about there, huh? To the left. Your runway's to the
I
left.
see it.
Yes.
You just gotta bank it in. As soon as you bank, you're gonna hit it.
Right for this?
You don't need to go any further, that's for sure.
This freaking stick is so weak.
Pressing the wrong button.
Yeah, it's some landed, baby.
I think you're gonna be kind of far to the right, but you can still make it.
I just like to go out front and get myself a little extra.
I got you. I just want to make sure I get everybody today, though. Yeah, you're gonna be. It should be. Look, should be coming around there somewhere. You're really low, man. You're at 400 feet, Jeremiah. There it is. You see it?
Yes.
Yeah, you too. You can make it.
I can't see the look.
You should have been about 900 feet so you can see the runway, but you're still coming down, Jeremiah. I mean, Isaiah. All right. Maintain that, man.
Oh, shoot. What happened?
There you go.
You can't really hear the flaps.
Right here.
Huh?
You can't hear the flaps going down.
Yeah. You got one notch.
Bad close. Yes.
Oh, wow. I think I see.
Want to go closer?
Yes.
Is it?
All right, looking good.
No, it's not good.
Come on, coming up.
Look at the side. I look like a painful. Sir, what are you doing? Sir, what are you
Is that
doing?
it?
No, it's not good.
Oh my God.
You kind of gotta, like, shift a little that way, like that way.
All right, you got it down. All right, man. Hit the brakes.
Alright, that's good. Freaking stuff.
Hold on.
You were just at the breaking point of stalling. All right, get on out of here. Did good, man. Did good. All right, who's next? Cayman.
Good luck, man. I got it.
Looks
I'm
around a lot.
all safe here. I'm all safe.
All right, man. Get it on up. Get her on up and then pick a runway and land it.
Oh, you're too hot. Hey, chill.
I think he's got the flaps all the way down. You might want to let him up. Yeah. There you go.
Wait, what happened?
He had him down because he was landing.
I can barely see the thing. Come on, Dolores, we got this. We got the Dolores.
Who's Dolores?
Yeah, I made it.
Huh? What on that boy? Dolores.
This is actually awesome, though. You guys are so cool.
Looking good, man. Like I said, you get it up and pick a runway and land that joker. Get the next person in here. Man, up a day, Skip. The little one, Jeremiah,
Yeah,
really impressed me. He's actually using the rudder pedals.
yeah, he's been flying this thing out here.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm watching him. Yeah, he's knocking it out.
Oh, 10 years old kid. He really pays attention.
See, well, that's attacking me. I'm being attacked.
That must be I-10. See them cars moving down there.
I'm attacked. I want to go away to my face. Ooh, that's a mouse. I'm not a mouse. You get up. How are we? I can't even see.
You gonna land on that one coming up to you to the right? Over here. Looking good, man. Looking good. Everything's nice and smooth. You land on that one to the right, huh? Over here? Yeah, okay, cool. Land that joker. One more person. You know what? I think you're the first one today landing on the right. Most people are landing on the left, but the right is cool. I can land either way. Flying that real plane, you gotta be able to land either way. Left or right. Especially when you got the tower telling you to come in from the left or right. There it is. You see the runway? Yeah.
I just wanted to get her low enough so I could do the right approach.
I hear you. You crashed? You're next anyway. That's it, man. All right, hit them brakes, stop it. Keep it centered. Keep it on the runway. Stop it completely. Good job. All right, get on up from there. Good job, man. All right, Isaiah. Professor. I got everybody. Got him.
VR one's like still
Huh?
hard to fly. The VR one.
Those are the easiest ones to fly. Why is it so hard for you?
To watch distractions from me.
Distractions from where?
Everything.
Oh, okay. You mean people talking or what?
Yeah, the girl talking is really annoying.
Really?
I didn't expect it to already be doing that though. I had to press the brakes.
To me, VR is the easiest. It's more, you get a more realistic feel. But hey, everybody's different. All right, man. Keep it on the runway. There you go. Take her up. Fly around. We're gonna land it. Now you got to do good because Jeremiah done landed 3 times, and one time he used the rudder. Yeah, one time he used the rudder pedals to line up. So can't let your little brother outdo you, huh? And if he does, it's okay. But he won't, 'cause I know you're a pro at this.
Getting too good at this now.
Mm-hmm. Don't mess. You mess with the.
Accidentally pressed
Yeah.
that one.
There you go. There you go. Keep it right there. That toggle messes with the scenery, the view.
I was trying to trim and I accidentally pressed
Yeah.
that one.
It happens. This is the last
Grandma's
one.
here with the donut.
Okay, he's the last one.
Yeah.
Just want to get them all.
Oh yeah.
Doing good, man.
I'm too close.
Yeah, you're gonna hit that other one. Probably go to your right, go to your east, which is where you're headed. Then hit that runway. Yeah, that runway to your left. You can hit it as long as you lose some altitude. If you lose some altitude, you can breeze it right on in.
You gonna lift base for 2.6?
I think that's 2.6.
Yeah.
It's coming out 2.6s,
Yeah.
the water. I just know runway 8 because that's the one I always take off online. 08 is right by the man, I'm losing it. It's the gate, the lowest number gate. That's what runway 8 is pretty close to. All right, man. See where you at now. Don't get too close to that runway. Lose some altitude. You're too high. Lose some altitude, man. You're at 2,000. Pull your power down. Pull your power down. 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 You got to come down, man. Down. Down. Pull it down. You're at 2,000 feet. You want to land on that runway to your left. There you go. Now you can start leveling off. You can power a little bit now. Trim it up, power it. Yeah. See, you're at 2,000, man. You have to drop all that altitude at the last minute. That's what happened on the other landing you were coming in at. You were too high. There it is. You start your bank. See, because by the time you come around, you're gonna be right dead center. Now, like I said, your younger brother did good, man. So, Jeremiah landed 3 times, and he used the rudder pedals.
On runway 35, flaps.
Not too low, bro. Not too low yet. You gotta see where the runway is, right? There you go. You gotta get over to the left. Get over to the left. Stop jerking that yoke. Yeah, get on over there. Get over there. You're coming in at 120 knots. That's kind of fast. Just make sure you clear those trees. Make sure you clear those trees. See if you can land on them back 2 wheels. I think you can do it.
On runway 35, on runway 35.
There you go. Push the yoke forward. There you go.
Goodness, that was good.
All of them got good. It's amazing. Go ahead and take it up again. This will be it. You'll be there.
Where are you flapping?
Oh, 1 degree. That's right. Yeah. When you're taking off with the Kodiak, how much flaps there? It was just 1 notch or
20 degrees, 2 notches.
2 notches. Technically, does that one even really need any flaps on takeoff, or it's
For short strips, yeah.
short strip?
Yeah, it decreases the takeoff roll, gosh, by 30 or 40%. Really decreases the takeoff distance.
But a KPNS, you really don't.
I do it all the time. I try to make everything as routine and habit forming as possible. That way I don't have to use a lot of brain power. It all feels the same, it looks the same, and I set it up the same.
You know, I was thinking about what you said about me and Bill. Remember about going up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could it still be on, or?
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking about just, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind.
I don't think we'll even get Bill involved.
You don't?
I think that would just create a huge problem.
Okay.
Because he'd really want to do it, and I think his doctor would say, no, you can't do it. And that would really boost his morale.
And you're right. I talked about that with my wife, and on the same page. I guess I was just trying to be optimistic, but yeah. I feel sorry about it. I mean, quiet.
Yeah.
yesterday, he would have. I was thinking about that this morning. I was getting ready. Well,
Ain't no way he could have gotten that from still. Look at that turn. Wow. Look at that turn. That's a great turn.
well, this scenery is so much better than the X-Plane.
Yeah.
All right, man, get back, line it up from back here, Professor. Line it up back here. You wait till you get.
Move to the left.
You want to get dead center of that runway while you have the opportunity. You don't want to wait till you get on the runway, almost up on it, and then line it up. There you go, there you go. Coming in kind of hot, man. You're coming in at 140 knots. Don't drift to the right, stay center. You love drifting to the right.
Raise the nose a little bit, raise the nose, raise the nose. Put some back pressure in there, get it slowed down. Little right foot, little more right foot. Raise the nose, back pressure, back pressure, back pressure, back pressure, back pressure. Back pressure, back pressure, back pressure.
Look at that. Look at that, man. That's the best one.
All right, break.
That's the best one, man. All right. Good job. All right.
Join us here.
All right, get on out of here.
Work hard. You'll live longer. Do your share. And then help your buddy do his share. Big deal. There's a lot of jobs out there that require a lot of people are going to tell you gotta have a college education. What I'm saying is, no you don't. But you do have to have education. If you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, some type of professional, yes, you've got to have a college education. And you probably have to have extra education. Like graduate school, you need a master's degree, you need a PhD, doctor's degree, you need something like that. Those are things that you may need, depending on the job. And as I said, the biggest drawback with a trades job is you've got to stay healthy. You can't sit on your butt and do a trades job. You got to stay healthy. There's jobs you like. One of the things that helped me when I went to high school, I took mechanical drawing. Mechanical drawing teaches you how to measure things, how to read a rule, how to read a blueprint, how to read those things, how to draw them, how angles, all of that, and that helped me throughout my career. You're going to have to take certain academic tests to prove your level of intelligence. People, depending on where you try to get a job, so they may give you a test to say, okay, how smart are you? Well, you can say, well, I'm Einstein. That's my middle name. Yeah, we're going to have to prove it. So the the mechanical drawing, it teaches you patterns. Can you look at something and turn it around in your head and look at it from the other side and get it right? That's hard to do. Mechanical drawing teaches you how to do that. Most tests, intelligence level tests that you have to take, have some type of pattern analysis. So mechanical drawing's got a lot to do with that. And it forces you to use your brain, it forces you to study. You have to add and subtract numbers, decimals, fractions, all of that. So, if you go in the military, you can sit around and do nothing and get through. Just stay out of trouble. You can game the system. Well, what are you going to get by gaming the system? You're never going to get better. You're not going to improve. When you want to improve, you got to get better every day. What you did yesterday, you can do better today. You need to do that. That's important. A lot of people say, well, I got me one of these jobs. I just go in the closet and sit there and watch walls all day long. And I go out and smoke pot all afternoon. You're wasting your life. You don't want to do that. Get you something, a challenge. You got to do something. I met an old guy in Lubbock, Texas. I got on my airplane, he was 90-something years old. That was, gosh, it was 40 years ago. I said, man, what's the secret? He said, go out in the backyard and I dig a hole. What are you digging for? I'm just digging. Okay? What do you do when you get to the bottom? You fill it up and start another. Stays busy, gets exercise, gets good food, he sleeps good at night. He's 90-something years old, and that was a long time ago. I don't know, he might be 100 today, I don't know. But you got to do something. Don't let this crowd running around on the internet convince you that you get some cushy job somewhere and do nothing. No, don't go there. Do something. Work. Do something. Don't just sit there and stare at that stupid cell phone. The cell phone's got a lot of good uses. It's got a lot of bad uses. A lot of bad uses. Use the good and stay away from the bad. You go in the military, and like anything else, I'm sure you've learned a little bit so far where somebody says, well, hey man, come on over here and come with me and I'm going to really help you out. I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to help you do some things. All you got to do is drive this car, or you got to help me do this or help me do that. Well, there's one thing for certain. It never, ever changes. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. It is too good to be true. Don't buy into that. Some guy comes up to you and says, hey man, I can make you some money. You want to make $50? You drive this car down here and I'm going to go in this store and I'm come out and give you $50. And he's going to go in there with a gun, rob a store, and shoot the guy that owns it, come out, now you're a robbery, and you're taking part in a problem, and you got hoodwinked into it. People are not going to walk up to you just because you're a nice looking guy and say, hey, I'm going to give you $50. That ain't going to happen. If it does, turn around and run. Get out of it. That's not what you want to do. The only way you're going to make it, work hard, take care of yourself, show up on time, and usually, generally speaking, if your mama, your daddy, or your grandma tells you something, that's cool. But if nobody else tells you something, be careful. Be very, very careful. It's hard to trust anybody nowadays. Very hard. You trust somebody, next thing you know, you're in real trouble. Real trouble. And once you get that black line, when I was growing up, we had these green log books. You remember them from the Marine Corps, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And the pages were sewn in. You couldn't tear a page out without somebody knowing it. And when I got caught by the police, and believe me, I did several times. I got caught by the police in the little town I grew up in. They write it on down this log book. Nowadays, they type it into a computer. That computer information goes into a database. That database goes worldwide. World. You hear me talking? World. People in Germany know how stupid you are if you get your name in that book. So, you can't get away with the stuff I did when I was growing up. Ain't gonna happen. You do something stupid, it's going in a database, and you can't make it leave. It's there. The only way to keep it out of the database is don't do it. If I was in your shoes, I'd have never made it. All I can say is, you go in the military, that helps. If you break your arm in the military, they're going to send you to the doctor. The doctor's going to take care of you. You're not going to have to pay a dime. It's not going to be the best care in the world, but it'll be okay. And they're going to take care of you, and you're not going to lose your pay. And when you get back to the point to work, and you still got something to eat, you got a bed to sleep in, and when you get well, you go back to work. You put in a good day's work. And people are going to tell you all these fantastic stories, that people are going to tell you how wonderful they are, and this guy's going to say, well, I've been around the world 14 times, and blah, 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 and they don't believe that. It's all a pack of lies. Don't believe that. If your mama, your daddy, or your grandma tells you something, take it to the bank. Anybody else tells you something, verify it. Look it up. Go to Google. Something. But don't believe it. That makes sense. You're taught to trust. You come from good families. Your family teaches you trust your neighbor. Trust. Don't do it. Don't do it. When that neighbor needs something that you got, and he needs it worse than he thinks you need it, he's going to try to take it. Don't let it. But you got to be careful how you handle that. Some guy drives up in a car and tells you something, get out of there. Get out of there. He's trouble. You go in the convenience store, some guy standing over the side with a paper bag and a bottle inside saying, hey, boy, come here, let me tell you something. Don't even think about it. Get out of there. You don't want any part of that. If you offend him and make him mad, so what? You're still in one piece. Get out of there. Now that's far less than the ideal way to live a life. But we'll stay alive a lot longer. You reckon? a lot of bad guys out there. A lot of bad guys. Now, I'll tell you where you really want to get in trouble. You get girls involved. Now, that's trouble. That is showing up trouble. You be careful. You be very careful. Because you can get in serious trouble in a heartbeat. It doesn't take but a minute. Man, how did I get started on that? I'm sorry. Okay, what I suggest, talk to your parents. What path did they take? Some people don't have good parents. You do. And you're not stupid. You know what's good and bad. Do the good stuff. But get up early. Put in a good day's work. Stay out of trouble. Be careful of the girls. Do a good job. Stay away from the stupid computer games. Playing a computer game every now and then is okay. But you don't need to spend 3 hours a day on a cell phone. Now there's a lot better ways to waste your time. Unless you're doing research and you're trying to figure out how to calculate the circumference of a tree. You have any idea what calculating the circumference of a tree entails? Huh? You know what circumference means? What? Okay, the distance all the way around something. Yes, circle. How do you calculate the circle? Pi r squared. You know that. What's pi? Huh? What's pi? You could probably take it down to 8 decimals more than you. Yeah. So, it's very easy to take the easy road, and the next thing you're in over your head and you're saying, oh my goodness, what have I done? Sitting in here wasting my time listening to this old man give me a line of gold. Any more questions? Anything at all? If I can do anything for you, call me. I'll see you next year. Now get out of here.
Anybody want to say something?
Some aside.
I'll be happy